Famous machlekes, which is negated to last week's parsha, Parshas Truma, va'osuli mikdash v'shachanti b'seicham. Machlekes rishonim in between the Rambam and the Ramban, in negated to making the kelim in the Mishkan. According to the Rambam, the mitzvah of building a Beis Hamikdash, a Mishkan, includes making the kelim. However, the Ramban holds that there is no mitzvah to make kelim. The mitzvah of the kelim is each thing in its avodah. We have a mitzvah to light a menorah, we have to have a menorah. We have a mitzvah to put lechem upon him on a shulchan, we need to have a shulchan. It's machlekes. However, this week's parsha, referring to Big Day Kahuna, that no one holds there's a mitzvah to make Big Day Kahuna. Lashon the Rambam and the Chinuch, Levishas Big Day HaKayanim. The mitzvah to wear Big Day Kahuna. There's a seder of how to put on Big Day Kahuna. The seder itself is ma'akev. There's an order how it has to be done. But that's the mitzvah to it. The mitzvah is actually to wear the Big Day Kahuna. Pasuk says, the end of the first aliyah, V'samto esheteu avonim al kisveis v'ephod, avnei zikaron livnei Yisrael. These two stones, precious stones, you put them on the shoulder straps of the ephod. Avnei zikaron, a remembrance. V'nosa Aaron es shemaisam lifnei Hashem al shetei cheseifav lizikaron. And Aaron carries their names. We have the names of the Shvatim engraved in these stones, lifnei Hashem, on his shoulders as a remembrance. It says twice, the remembrance. Later on in Parshas Pekudei, Pasuk says it once. Vayosem eisem al kisveis ha'efed avnei zikaron livnei Yisrael kasher tziva Hashem es Moshe. In our parsha it says twice zikaron, and in Pekudei it only mentions the zikaron once. It's a famous Shalah Kadesh. He points out the pasuk in Parshas Bechukosai. V'zacharti lehem b'ris rishonim. In the middle of the Teichacha, in the middle of all the klolos that the Rebbeinu Shalom tells Moshe Rabbeinu, if we don't listen to the Torah, we don't follow what the Rebbeinu Shalom wants, whole lists of klolos that will happen to Klal Yisrael. And in the middle, the Rebbeinu Shalom remembers Bris Rishonim. Says the Shalah Kodesh, not every remembrance is for the good. Sometimes the Rebbeinu Shalom remembers, and it's not good for us. Pshat, I heard, it's l'chayr obvious. It depends what we're doing. If we're following in the footsteps, if we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, we're following after the Messiah that we've had, then the Rebbeinu Shalom remembers us. It's a remembrance for us in front of the Rebbeinu Shalom to treat us the way to treat us the way that the Rebbeinu Shalom himself dealt with the Avos. However, if we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, if we're not going in the path that we're supposed to be going, then that zikaron is unfortunately for the bad. The Rebbeinu Shalom remembers where we come from, and therefore where we should be holding, and he sees that we're not holding by that. So the zikaron of the ephod can go either way. Those are the two zichronis in our parsha. It could be for the good, it can be for the bad. And it's up to us to decide how we're going to do it. What is the concept of Big Day Kahuna? Levisha's Big Day Kahuna. Says the Chinuch, Mishroshei ha-mitzvah ha-yeseder kavu lanu, ki ha'odam nifal lefi pu'uleisav va'acharei machshaveisav v'kavaneisav. A person is affected by his actions, and after his actions go his machshaves and his kavanes. V'hashaliach ha'mechaper tzorich lispayis kol machshaveisav v'kavanos elu avoda. And the shaliach who's coming to be mechaper has to be matfis. He has to grab all of his machshav and his kavanah to the avoda. Al kein roilis labish begodim yuchodim eleo. He has to wear a uniform. Shekshyistakel b'chol mokim shebegufay miyad yeh nizger u'misayrer belibay lifnei mihu oived. He wears bigdei kahuna. He looks, he sees that he's wearing his uniform. Oh, I'm on the job. I have my job that I have to do now. V'zeh ke'ein tefillin shenitztavu hakellohaniach b'ktsas haguf sheyeh lezikorin machshavas haboser. Va'af al pi shegam hakayin haya meniach tefillin legeidel linyonei haya tzorech gam zeh. Tefillin also says the chinuch is for that. For us to remember what we're doing. For us to concentrate our kavanah. We see what we're doing, we see what we're wearing. Oh, I have to remember what it is that I'm doing. And the truth is, it's an interesting idea. There's a Ravid in Teres Kainim, in Parshas Tzav, I believe, who says the Levium also had a uniform. It wasn't just Kainim had bigdei kahuna. Levium also had a uniform that they wore. Interesting idea. But the point of that is this, as the Chinuch says. A person sees, he wears his uniform, his kavanah is for the job. The same thing applies to us, applies to everyone. Who are we and what are we? People make a mistake to think, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, whatever it is that I am. It's not true. We're B'nai Torah. Every single Yid, his essence is that he's a Ben Torah. It could be that he does other things for Parnasa. It could be that he practices medicine for Parnasa. Or it could be he practices law for Parnasa. But his essence is that he's a Ben Torah. And l'chayra, it's a very important thing that if a person realizes his essence, who he is, his dress should reflect who he is. Because then, by looking at himself, he remembers to concentrate all of his kavanah, that this is what I am. And even if I'm doing something else per se, which is not a stira, it's not a contradiction to Torah living, that itself is Torah living. But I have to remember, it is Torah living. I'm living the way the Rebbeinu Shalom wants me to live. That's the message of bigdei kahuna.